Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. I'm very excited for this game too, and it's exactly as the title says. Penn State is going to destroy Ohio State tomorrow. Look, I know Ohio State supposedly is the favorite, but Ohio State has not done anything to change my opinion of them, especially defensively, since last year or the year before that. Their run defense is very soft. Oregon is a really good football team, and they're probably going to beat us tomorrow. But one thing they are not is a really good running team, predominantly running, like a Michigan is. Nebraska did not have anything going against Indiana. And look, Indiana's a good team. They're undefeated, who we play, by the way, and Ohio State. But you get the idea. Ohio State has way better talent than they do. And they got a head coach who's been winning at a higher level than Indiana does. And Ohio State could not put Nebraska away. They got outplayed in the line of scrimmage. And that's kind of been a reoccurring thing for Ohio State. Now, if you look at Penn State, yeah, it's true. They've choked against big teams in big games and big moments for the most part with Coach Franklin. But the line of scrimmage has not been a problem for Penn State. Even in our games, Michigan against Penn State the last few games, we were just a better team, but they're a tough team at the line of scrimmage. You know, they're not bad. You know, Penn State also has a lot of elite players on that team. I love Drew Allar. He has played so much better than he did last year. He's much better at completing passes. They're a much better third down team offensively. They still run the football really good. They remind me of us last year in terms of playing really good football on both sides of the ball. And their defense is really good. And look at who they lost, Manny Diaz, and they lost their offensive coordinator. And things have worked out really good. I'm not giving, look, the only chance Ohio State has is if Penn State shows up and plays their worst game. I think they already did that when they played at USC. By the way, I think USC is way better than what the record says. But I just don't see Ohio State winning this game. It's a big road game. Ryan Day is terrible against top 5 opponents, as is Coach Franklin. But I don't think Ohio State's even a top 5 team this year. I mean, outside of the nobodies they beat, who have they beaten? Or looked good against? They looked good against Oregon, but Oregon played terrible in that game. Missed a field goal, had a guy get ejected for spitting in someone's face. They gave up a lot of points. Penn State's defense is way better than Oregon's is. Penn State's a physical team. They don't give up much on the ground. They have given up some through the air. But if your offensive line can't protect you, by the way, that's another concern I have for Ohio State. Their offensive line is still doo-doo. And I know they got injuries. But so, you got the best players. You got to make it happen. Georgia does. But that's besides the point. Penn State is going to dominate tomorrow, particularly in that third and fourth quarter, which Ohio State's defense has still been weakened in stopping the run. It's been the same thing, regardless of defensive coordinator. Ohio State's defense gets tired because they are not a four-quarter defense. Look at the Michigan game the last several years. Look at the Missouri game last year. Look at Penn State last year. They were able to make plays late in that game. Now, Ohio State was clearly better than Penn State, but still, they didn't blow out Penn State. They had a hard time with them just like we did. Notre Dame last year was not great last year. They were good. But they were able to come back from a 10-point deficit by just running the football. Penn State runs the football really good, by the way. Penn State 35, Ohio State 20. I think it gets uglier. Penn State's a tough place to play. Ohio State, they've been beating Penn State every year, but this is the best quarterback play they've had in a long time, and their defense is still really good. They should win this game and knock Ohio State out of the Big Ten race. Yeah.